Happy New Day. Happy New Day. It is a great day to be alive. It is a wonderful space to be in right now, in the sacred space that we're in. We are wholeness. We are logging in at 11 1100 a.m. logging in at 10:18 in this now present moment. It is a wonderful space to be in. It's a great day to be alive. I am Oracle Mother Yanis Mel, Future Prime Supreme 1216 of the Messiah Code Movement and the Kabbalah Tribe. It is an amazing journey, an amazing space. It is a present moment now energy that we are operating in this present now energy, now space, now that we are operating in, understanding that wholeness, that wholeness, that everything is wholeness, that we are operating from within, first within, then without. We are operating from the dot, 360 plus 1 degrees. We are operating from this space, from this time space. We are operating from the dot, 747 24/7, 361 degrees, operating from this now present moment. The 361 degrees frequency, we are operating from within. We are wholeness. We are moving through time and space in this present moment. I am love. I give love. I receive love. I accept love. I am walking in abundance. I am fulfilling my purpose. I am connected to all. Unconditional love is our guide. There's one truth, one law. I am, I create. I am a divine being. I am a divine being having a divine human experience right here in the heart of planet Earth. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. I am that I am wholeness. I am that I am wholeness. It is a wonderful space, acknowledging all that are here in connection with us now in this sacred space. Galactic Council, Star Nation, archangels of the higher realms that are assisting us right now in this sacred space that we're in. Ascended Masters, 24 elders that are assisting us, ancestors of the higher realm that are assisting us right now in the sacred space, where we are an open channel for the Most High to flow through, the universe to flow through, all the angelic beings to flow through. We are an open channel for source to flow through. We are. I am love. We are an open channel. That all that is, has been, will be, will ever be. We are that. And we are moving throughout this mainframe, the Messiah network. We are all that is and all that will ever be in this now present moment right now. We are yielded in wholeness. We are yielded. We are flowing in this now energy, now present moment. Let us do the community breath. Let us breathe in for 3, hold for 3, and release for 3. Let us begin. You know, it's a great day to be alive. It is wonderful to be alive. I am love in this now energy. I am wholeness and I am all that has been and all that will ever be. It is a wonderful space to be in. We're walking through the house. We're walking through the house, and actually was laying there actually before we start walking, and we were just relaxing, and so we got up, and then we heard to prepare for the podcast, to prepare for the podcast, and this is where we are. We are sharing about "Come out of her, my people," where it talks about in Revelation, chapter 18. And not only are we sharing about Revelation chapter 18, but we are talking about Jonah. And if you are one that has gone to ever read scripture, have ever read in school, you hear a lot of in history books, it talks about Jonah. So this is what I was hearing as I, started getting myself prepared to come on the podcast. It's talking about Jonah, and it's talking about "Come out of her, my people." And so there are many things in life that we have been, I've already introduced myself. So there are many things in life that we have, I'm operating in the angelic energy. I'm operating in the angelic energy, the angelic energy, the angelic energy that you have encountered on your journey. And as the space that we are in right now, the space that we are in, that "Come out of her, my people." The system is changing. And the system is changing because the system is no longer operating in the normal way it was designed to operate. And so with the system no longer operating in that form that it was designed to operate, it is not operating that way. And so there are times and things that you have picked up along the path, along the journey, that held you to the system, that have held you trapped, or the beast. We talk about the beast, and you say the beast, we talk about the computer, we talk about, when you says talk about the beast in Revelation, we talk about, because I have the scripture here, we're going to read about the beast. We're going to read about in that Revelation, but it's talking about coming out of a system that have held you captive, have held the mind to create an illusional system to where many were unable to think for themselves, but the system had trapped you into believing to the material world, to the things of liking, to the things that are outside of nature, to the things that was pleasing to the lust of the flesh, or the lust of the eyes, or the lust of the body, the lust of the heart. That system that had many trapped into, that program us into the desirable things that seemed like it was pleasing things, but it was things outside of yourself. But it was not things that were pleasing to source, or the source that operates from the dot. Those things that were loving things, these desirable things that we have been attached to, were things that brought the energy or your vibration down, that separated you from the dot, or separated you from source. And so these things that many of us have been encountering or holding on to have trapped us into this system. It says, "Come out of her, my people." Come out of the old system. And so the old system is falling. So you know how you say London Bridge is falling. The old system is falling, and many want to hold on to the old system, the old ways. And my guys are saying, "Fear not, for God has not given you a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." So in order for change to take place, you got to let go of those things that no longer serve you. And those things, because the things that we assume that serves us are things that we have been held captive to. And so we created a reality that these things are successful or satisfaction things that are pleasing, that will help us sustain life on our journey. And my guys are saying that those things that we've been holding on to things that are outside of ourselves. And so we've been seeking holding on to those illusional things and not operating from the dot of the things that have that are the things that we operate from, that we have not been operating. We've been operating from a system that doesn't operate from the dot. We've been operating from a system that operates outside the dot, that operates outside source. We must return to the dot. We must return back to source, because everything is source. We have to return back to the beginning. The beginning, in the beginning was in the beginning everything is. We have to return back. And so as I'm walking through the house and I'm hearing this, and I'm hearing about, come out of her, my people, the old program, the old system, Babylon. In New York, they have on the statue that's in the middle of that water up there, and it says, welcome to Babylon, or Babylon. They have Babylon on that statue up there. I think the Statue of Liberty have Babylon on there. But come out of her, my people. Come out of the way, the old system that you designed, the old system that you created, the old system of the way that you thought, that the old system that the ego, influenced you to build or to create. Come out of that old system, that old ways of doing things, that old ways of things that pull you out of knowing that you are source, pull you out of way of knowing that you are God, pull you out of ways of knowing that you created this world. Come out of her, come out of that system, come out of that old belief system, come out of that old system of doubt, fear, envy, jealousy. Come out of that old system of how you depended on other things to be your source. Come out of that old system. And so we're reading out of Revelation, out of one, and this is one of scripture. I love it. Out of Revelation, and the fall of Babylon. The fall of Babylon. This is what's happening now. Your body is changing. It's like in your life right now, there's a lot of shifting happening. There's a lot of purging happening. There's a lot of cleansing happening in our life right now. It's not that we're looking through lenses like this is just happening. We're just not a part of that, but you actually are a part of the things that's happening, because it's in your world. And those things that are happening out there that you're looking at is things that are happening in your world. So we got to cleanse ourselves. We got things are purging. A lot of things that we are holding on, the things that we took part in, are things that we created in this reality that are actually happening within the world, actually happening within the world. So we are one that designed that whole thing. And so come out of her, my people. Come out of her. So let's read. Don't have that much room on this table, or this desk rather. So the fall of Babylon. So we're talking about what's going on inside ourselves. We're not talking about something that's going on out there. We're talking about what's going on in our world. After these things, I saw an angel, Malik, come down from Shemayim, heaven, having great power, and the earth was lighted with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, or partakers of the separation of the law, and that ye receive not of her plague. Because what is happening right now in the world, or in this world, and say in the system, or in this now energy, what's happening right now is that, it said the very seeds that one sows are the seeds that one reap. So whatever you sow, you reap. And so as one is sowing, they are reaping. So whatever seeds that have been planted in the garden, that is what is reaping within their reality. So come out of her, so that you do not take part in the punishment, or the punishment that is that the plagues that is happening, that was created not by you, but be created by the system that you were programmed to take part on. The illusional world program you to take part in that. But see, you are going through this awakening, experiencing this awakening. You are experiencing this ascension. Come out of her. Be not blind. Be not trapped into that illusional thing. Let go of those things that no longer serve you, that no longer have power over you anymore. Come out of those things. You are experiencing this awakening. Come out of her. Let go of those illusional things. Let go of those things. The things that you think are your satisfaction things are things that have been created by the system. And so because of the system, the monetary things, holding on to monetary things, holding on to luxury houses and things, I understand that there are those things that have built us a cage within your mind, or the cube within your mind, that this is the luxury life. This is the things that the finer life. But it's saying, come out of her. Don't be attached to those illusional things. That there are many that have attached themselves to the material world, have attached themselves to the material world, and all these things that, you put insurance on this, you put insurance on that, you put insurance on this. I got this insured, I got this insured. So if something happens to this, I'm going to get this. Something happens to this, I'm going to get this. And so you are attached to those things. And the Spirit is saying, come out of her, my people. Be not attached to those illusional things. Come out of her. Come out of her, my people, so that you do not take part in the pledge or the wrath that is being poured out upon the land right now. Do not be attached to those illusional things. It's not only monetary things, but it's also things that are going on within the body, within the mind. Come out of her. Come out of her. Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of the sin, because whatsoever you reap, whatsoever you sow, you're going to reap. Whatever someone sows, they're going to reap. So within this reality, you can't get out of here without being reaping what you plant. You can't get out of here. Whatever seed you sow, you're going to reap it in this reality. All right. For her sins have reached unto heaven. And we know that heaven is Malakut. So we have a PowerPoint, and we're going to be reading, doing the PowerPoint. It's Malakut. And the word Malakut is also Malachi. And so you know about Malachi. There's many things about in Malachi. We're going to read also about that. But then it gave me, as I'm walking, it gave me Jonah. And so in Jonah, and I have to go to Jonah, Matthew, because I'm moving around. And Matthew, I'm sharing with you what was given to me as I'm walking through here. And your life change just got to let go. You got to let go. We got to let go of those things that no longer serve us. These things that can you go through life, but can you go through life letting go of things that you have invested so much in? Can you go through life now in this shift? Can you let go of those things that you have invested so much in? That car, that house, can you let go of those things and walk your journey? You fulfill your purpose. Can you let go of those things? The finer car, the finer pocketbook, the designer pocketbook, the designer clothes. Are you willing to let go of those things to fulfill your purpose? Are you willing to come out of her? Come out of those things. I'm thinking of this, where's my book? Yeah. So, in life journey, come out of her. Those things have served you for a season, and those things are things that have held us captive down, that we have to have these things, that we have to have the surgical things. We got to have the body shaped a certain way. We got to have it. We got to have our breasts done a certain way, certain size. We got to have our hips shaped a certain way. We got to have that, and all those things have illusional things. It's like, my story, the bonnet woman and the bonnet man, we can make it better. So the illusional world has painted a picture that they can make everything better. And those things that they have us taking part in to make things better are things that have separated us from the source. Because really in the source, the things were authentic. The things were the way source wanted things to be, the natural way, our mother wanted it to be. And so when these other things came on the scene, we can make it better. It altered many of things that were in our system, within our data, within our DNA, because they could make it better. And so we were partaking in things that we can make it better, that may alter us, separate us from the way source designed us to be. Matthew 12. I'm not going to be on here long, but I'm just saying we can make it better. That's what the system is saying. We can make it better. You are not, in other words, the system saying you are not perfect the way source has designed you. You are not perfect. That you come from the dot, everything come from the dot, but you're not perfect. Remember, you, the perfect one, lives inside of you, but the system has designed that it's not perfect. So, I think we Matthew 12. Get where I was. My book fell off the table, and it's all right. All right. So here we go. Come out of her, my people. And so we're reading out Matthew. The desire for science is rebuked, and this is we're coming out of chapter 12 in Matthew. Then certain of the scribes and the Pharisees answered, saying, Master, we would see a sign from thee. But he answered and said unto them, An evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall be no sign be given unto it, but the sign of Jonah the prophet, Jonah. For as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the fish, and it's got well in the belly, so shall the Son of Man be there 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. The men of Nineveh shall rise in judgment with this generation and shall condemn it, because they repented at the preaching of Jonah. And behold, a greater than Jonah is here. The queen of the south shall rise up in judgment with the generation and shall condemn it. For she came from the uttermost parts of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon. And we read about Solomon, the queen of Sheba, the wisdom of Solomon. And behold, Cassiopeia, let's talk about the sign. So the sign is in the sky. So this is what is happening now. Come out of her. The signs are within the heavens of what is happening in the earth. This is with the market, with what's going on. It's the sign in the heavens of come out of her. This is the time to let go. This is the time to move within yourself in knowing you, focusing on you. This is not about them. This is about you resetting your system. For she came from the uttermost parts of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon. And behold, a greater than Solomon is here. So I shaded that, making sure I'm on the right. All right. So our PowerPoint, Malakut. We got a PowerPoint presentation. Malakut is the mind is heaven. So the mind is heaven. And this is Oracle Mother Yanis Lamel. The mind is heaven, Malakut. And the Malakut, it says, is another word from Malachi, but it is the unseen. It is the invisible spiritual realm of the kingdom of God. It is the invisible spiritual realm of the kingdom of God. But the mind is heaven. Luke 17:21. Neither shall they say, Lo, here, or Lo, there. For behold, the kingdom of God is within you. For the kingdom of heaven is within you. And as my guys are saying, that this whole world that we have designed, this whole system that we have designed, is all inside of us. So that is going on within your mind. That world that you have created, that illusional world, is going on in the mind. So the kingdom of heaven is within you. So we got to come out of that old system that we have designed, that we were programmed to design. Romans 12:2. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind, by the renewing. Come out of her, my people. That is coming out of Babylon, coming out of the matrix. Come out of her. Wake up to know you. Come out of her. You have created this illusional world. You are the designer of this. But come out of her. Wake up within it to reprogram it. You know, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Philippians 2:5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in the network, which is also in the Messiah, a leader, a savior, a particular group with a cause, and one that is in preparation for war. We understand that the battle is in the mind. So the Messiah is the network. So the Messiah is the network. So the system that we designed when we were unconscious is the system that we have to reset. But it's in the mind. Come out of her, my people. Matthew 6:10. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Heaven is above, hell is below. Heaven is within us. The kingdom of heaven is within you. It's not a place to go. It's not a place people talk about going. It's in you. Everything that you experience, everything that you have been connected to, your loved ones, the ancestors, they are all inside of you. So the kingdom of heaven is inside of you. So that baton, that rebooting the system in you. Free in the mind, free in yourself. 1 Corinthians 2:16. But we have the mind of the Messiah. We have the mind of Yahushua. We have the mind of Yahushua. I must be about my Father's business. The mind of the Messiah, of the Mashiach, is the law, the universal law. I am that I am. Ephesians 2:6. And hath raised us up together and made us sit together in heavenly places in the Messiah. And we know that the Messiah is the network. It is the system, the network. So made us sit in heavenly places. We were designed are the heavenly places. So all this negative stuff, all this fear and all this anger and all that stuff that we have been experiencing, it is not something that heavenly. It was something that the old system that had us in the illusional trap within that cube is the system that we have designed. So we have to come out of that system and create a whole new system. Isaiah 26:3. Thy will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on. And you are operating and you understand if your mind is in perfect peace. Because peace I leave with you. Peace I give unto you. If you are experiencing peace, perfect peace, you keep your mind stayed on in source, stayed on the dot, operating from the dot. If you are experiencing hell, then you know your mind is not operating in perfect peace. If you're desiring to experience those things outside of yourself, your mind is not in perfect peace. If you desiring to change anything about yourself, your mind is not perfect peace. Because when Source, Creator made you, you were perfect. Everything that God designed was perfect. It was good. It was perfect. It was perfect. So when you start altering things, when you start thinking negative things about yourself, you were doubting that God made you perfect because everything God made was perfect. And Source and I are wholeness, one. I and my Father are one. Matthew 22:37. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. when we focus on things outside of ourselves, when we looking at the illusional world and thinking the illusional world is the real world. It's not the real world. It's the illusional world that all of us created. It's the illusional world. You created in your world. I created in my world. It's the illusional world. Come out of her. Create a whole new reality. Create your world of bliss and joy and peace and happiness. You are the designer. You are the creator. You are the one the architect. You're the one that designed that. So you're the one that have to undesign it and create it the way that it operates from the dot. Rebooting the system. Rebooting the system. Reboot the system. That is coming out of things that we know that holds us down in a lower vibration. Putting things in our body. And toxic people is one. Being around toxic people that refuse to change or refuse to be upgraded in the system, refuse to want to stay in the old. And that is sometime in life being separated from those that your loved one, being separated from those that want to hold on to those things that no longer serve you, want to hold on to the smoking, want to hold on to the drinking, want to hold on to all those other things that hold that body outside of source instead of operating from the dot. In life, sometime in life, we have to make those changes to move away from them. Anything that's holding you down in a lower vibration, come out of her so that you do not partake in the plague or the wrath that is being poured upon the land right now. Everyone has free will to choose to rise or choose to remain. Proverbs 23:7. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Whatsoever man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As one thinketh, so is he. Whatever you think, you are. Whatever you are thinking about yourself, what you've been programmed to think about yourself, it creates, it manifests within the reality. It is happening in the world. Come out of her, my people. Second Corinthians 10:5. Casting down imagination, bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of the Messiah. The network. Casting down imagination. Because our imagination was one of the things that was being trapped. Because our imagination, you see, imagine or magic, our imagination was what the system has been using to create that reality. So there's an old network. So it is time for the old network. The old network is actually falling. You can see this. The old network is falling down. It is falling. It is not for us to be afraid or have fear. It is us to understand information. It is time for us to reboot the system. It is time for us to be in line with our system, to understand that we have to manipulate our own energy, our own imagination, that we created this system. It cannot be changed by somebody else. Your system has to be changed by you. And you are the one that had to casting down your own imagination, bringing every negative thought to captivity to be in obedience to the word, to the Messiah, to the network. You are the only one that can change your own system, changing what you have been programmed to think about your world, thinking about yourself, thinking about how the world is negative. You're the only one that can create a new heaven and a new earth. You are the only one that can do that. Not nobody else. And that is you the only one that can love yourself. You're the only one that can set yourself free. You are the only one that escape out of that cube. You're the only one that can redesign that cube and understand what's in it. How? Because you designed it. You know the inners and the outers. Colossians 3:2. Set your affection on things above, not on the things on the earth. See, we've been so drawn in and focused on the things of the earth. when I say the luxury things and keeping up with the Joneses and keeping up with the holidays, and we've been setting our mind on the things of the earth, not the heavenly things that, because the old earth is going to be passed away, old new heaven and a new earth. So we've been holding on to those old things, and that old earth, that old things are starting to pass away. The new heaven and the new earth is rising. The golden age, yes. The fifth dimension, we are rising, but many want to hold on to the old earth, the old things. And as the new heaven and the new earth, the old earth separating, it is a pulling away. So when you hold on to the old earth, you're going to be stuck on the old earth. Come out of her, my people. Let go of those things that don't serve you, that have held you down for many, many years. Let go of that. You are in the world, but you are not of the world. Set your affection on things above, on the heavenly things, because the kingdom of heaven is within you. Your body is the earth. Heaven is your mind. Colossians 5:22-23. But the fruits of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Do you could understand? Do you look out there when you're looking at the lenses? Do you see the love? Are you experiencing love? Are you experiencing joy? Are you experiencing peace? Are you experiencing long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance? Are you experiencing these things? You are seeing, it's a tree is known by the fruit that it bears. You can see the world. The old system is falling. Babylon is falling. Come out of her. Hebrews 8:10. I will put my laws into their mind. Because within the old system, it was operating against laws, but it wasn't the universal laws. It was laws that man-made laws, but the universal laws outweigh the man-made laws. And so we adapt the man-made law and we forgot about the universal law. We have to come out of the old system and return back to the universal laws. I will put my laws in their mind. The mind is heaven. And write them in their heart. In their heart. Thy word I have hid in my heart, that I might not sin against thee. That sin is means separate from the law, that I might not be separated from the universal laws. Shay. I think those are all my notes I had. That's where we are on this path. Come out of her. And there's a cleansing happening right now. It's what I'm hearing. There is a purifying happening right now. And we are being purged through our body. It's not a coincidence. Many of us are going through October raw reset. Our system is cleansing, getting rid of those parasites and things that have parasites are entities and things, getting rid of those things out of our body. And that our mind, parasites is also the thoughts that we are having, and negative thoughts are also our parasites. So as we are letting go, are we cleansing our spirit spiritually? There is a spirit, the spiritual body, our spiritual body is on the scene, where the physical body was being manipulated by the system, and now the spiritual part of us is driving the wheel. And many want to battle against the spiritual part because you don't understand, or you're not accepting that your true spirituality of yourself. And so the physical part wants to still try to override the spirituality part of you. The physical part wants to hang on to the old earth. But the spiritual part of you, the spirituality part of you, is rising up in its consciousness, but the old physical part of you want to continue to entertain the lustful things of the world. Hold on to those things, because the ego is in the place of that. It is fear, that it's like, oh no, don't go that way, or don't do that. But the spiritual part of you is returning back to the ancestor, that the ancestors on the scene, it's guiding you. But the old physical part wants to continue to hang on to the illusion of materialistic things of the world, but come out of her, that you do not partake of things that are happening in the world right now, that are happening within the system right now. As the system is being upgraded or being rebooted, so that you don't take part in those things anymore, that you don't have to deal with dis-ease, that you don't have to deal with being all these other negative things that are happening, that you don't have to partake of famine and war, that you don't have to partake in all of that. That is what happened. Come out of her. Return, oh Shulamite. Return back to the dot. Return to the beginning, to the Bereshit. Return back to the beginning. Return back to Bereshit. It is time for you to rise up in knowing that you are who you are. This is the time to come out from her. Set yourself apart. Set yourself apart. Set yourself apart from those things that no longer serve you. Set yourself apart from those things. As you are who you are, in light of this now energy that where we are. Oh yes, there are many things that are happening right now. There are many the darkness that is within the land. Darkness is upon the land. There is many things that are happening, but be of good cheer. Fear not, for God has not given you that spirit of fear. All is well. Do not fear. Stay in the heart. Stay in the heart. Stay in the heart. Operate from the dot. Operate from the dot. There are changes and things that we are making, must be made in order for you not to take part in those plagues and things. God's wrath is being poured upon the land. All is law. Whatever you sow, you're going to reap. Whatever you sow, whatever you have done to many, you're going to reap that. So whatever Babylon has been doing to humanity, Babylon is going to reap that. There is no escaping. Whatever's been going on in the what you call it, the White House, the political system is going to reap that. You have persecuted the children of the Most High. They are going to reap that. Stay in the heart. Come out of her. Be ye not partaker in that in that system. Set yourself apart. Yeah. So we are in the world, but we are not of that world. We are the light that is shining within this energy now. And that is what I'm hearing, that walk as the light, because that's what we are. Come out of her. Come out of her. And there is this cleansing, that's purging, that's happening, that many that have been around you won't be around you. And it's not because of something that you're doing, it's something that they are reaping themselves. There is a cleansing that's going through the land. And stay in the heart, that you partake not of those things. I am Oracle Mother Yanis Lamel, Nutra Prime Supreme 1216 of the Messiah Code Movement in the Walu Tribe. Let your light shine, that men may see and glorify your Father which is in heaven, which is in you. Remember, heaven is in you. Heaven is the mind. The earth is the body. Set yourself apart. You are Messiahs. Seek within. Go within. That is the message for the day. Captain's log. I love that. That is the message of the day. All right. Yeah. Have an amazing day. This is the greatest day of your life. To know yourself. To know you. Commit your body a living sacrifice. Holy for God's reasonable service. Put your mind on things above, not on things below. That's what the whole purpose of all this entertainment stuff. And while we're focusing on other things, all these things are happening in the world. My guys are saying, focus on the heart. Stay in the heart. Stay in the heart. Because where the heart is, there is love. And all love is within you. All right. So have an amazing day. Have an amazing day. I am going to go ahead and get off. And peace, love, and light. Kun until we connect again. Shalom.